Well, good evening, everyone. This is Mike Bass back again with another forecast update for you for this September the 7th, 2025. Getting ahead of myself earlier in the earlier video I recorded, but anyway, I got it right this time. I hope everybody had a great Sunday out there so far. Everybody has a great Sunday evening. Hope everybody can stay safe and well, and also enjoy the weather, because the only weather you got. Okay, in tonight's video, we're going to be taking a look at the tropics in the lower 48. And first, we're going to start out here in the tropics. Here you can see we have a little tropical wave here. Starting to kind of get a little better organized here, but there's a lot of high air kind of trying to wrap into these systems. But this system right here, ahead of that main system here, you can see this was Invest 91L. You can see how that the Saharan dust that I was talking about earlier last week, kind of would thought it was shredded apart, and it did. It shredded this system apart to it's nothing but just scattered showers and storm. But there's another little tropical wave behind it. Look like it's trying to get its act together, but if it can overcome that dry air, the National Hurricane Center may be issuing advisories on that system. We got a cold front boundary stretching from up here near St. John's Island, also Nova Scotia, stretching all the way back to Florida, back down into the Gulf, stretching across Mexico. And you can see some activity right here just east of the Bahamas, across Florida, Cuba, Jamaica, the Dominican Republic. Also Haiti, also a little bit around Puerto Rico, a little bit in the Caribbean islands, also some more scattered activity over South America, Central America, Yucatan Peninsula, Mexico, the Eastern Pacific. We have a hurricane warning going on around the Hawaiian Chain Islands as a Hurricane Kiko continues to move to the north on above you guys as well. Alright, got dry high pressure pretty much from portions of Minnesota down to Louisiana to the Carolinas, all the way up towards southeast Canada. We got another little storm system here out west from portions of Nebraska, Colorado to Montana to Washington, Oregon State, Northern California. You can see a little swirl right over here, right off the Washington coast. That continue kind of pivot to the east and provide more scattered precipitation in that area as well. Alright, if you have not subscribed to my channel, make sure you subscribe, also like these videos, share these videos, and let's continue getting the show on the road here, folks. Alright, you can see we got some mixed precipitation up here in portion of Washington State, Idaho, and also portion of Utah. Then we got thunderstorms and showers from the Outer Banks of North Carolina to the South Carolina coast, Atlantic coastal water, Florida Keys, Florida region to the Big Bend area, and also the Panhandle areas as well. Also portion of Alabama and Georgia, stretching through the northern central Gulf to Texas. West Texas, a little bit of scattered activity, and also New Mexico and Arizona, also in portions of Utah and also portions of Idaho, Montana. More activity from western Montana through Washington, Oregon State, the Eastern Pacific, also around Lake Superior, up here around northern Michigan and Wisconsin, through the Dakotas, down into portions of Kansas, Oklahoma, and North Texas. Otherwise, expect dry high pressure to remain in charge of your local forecast area for your Monday. Alright, here's your Tuesday forecast. We got more mixed precipitation for Colorado, Utah, also portions of Nevada, Montana, Idaho, Washington, Oregon State, Northern California, California mountains as well. Thunderstorms and showers out here from Washington State to Oregon to California to Nevada, the Eastern Pacific, around on the coastal areas. Also through portions of Montana to Utah, Colorado, Nebraska, also through Kansas, Oklahoma, also portions of New Mexico, and then over here around Lake Superior, over to northern Michigan, Wisconsin, Minnesota, through the Dakotas, Iowa, down in Missouri, Illinois, and then across the central and northern Gulf, southern Texas to portion of Louisiana, the eastern Carolinas, all the way up toward Rhode Island, Connecticut, Atlantic coastal waters, including the Florida and Florida Keys, and also around the Big Bend and the areas of the Panhandle as well as southeast Louisiana. Alright, otherwise, expect dry high pressure to remain in charge of your local forecast area for your Tuesday. Alright, let's move on to the current watch and warning advisory map you're locating across the nation. Alrighty, you can see we have some frost advisories up here in Pennsylvania, and then in portion of Michigan, Wisconsin, and also Minnesota. Special weather statements in New York State, northern Pennsylvania. Coastal flood advisory on the coastal areas of South Carolina around the Charleston area. Also some air quality alerts over here in Idaho, Washington, Oregon State. Let's see what we got here. We got some dense smoke advisories in portions of the California mountain range as well, and also across the board you see a few little areas of some flood advisories over northern Florida, southeast Georgia, some severe thunderstorm warnings in Colorado, and also in the areas of New Mexico. And then we got the small craft advisory, gale warning from up here around the New Jersey all the way to the Florida coast, also the Big Bend area, Panhandle to southeast Louisiana, southern portions of California. We have hurricane warnings around the Hawaiian Chain Island with high surf warnings along the coastal areas, small craft advisory, gale warnings, and storm warnings along the western and southwestern areas of Alaska, northern areas. Got some special weather statements, and also got some flood watches in effect in that region also. Alright, take a look at the Storm Prediction Center outlook. This is for your Monday. We got marginal rest over here around Garden City to Wichita, Liberal, Woodward, and also northern Amarillo. And just general thunderstorms south of Savannah to the Florida Keys to Mobile, Alabama, South Texas, Western Texas to New Mexico up to Wisconsin, northern Michigan, also in the portion of Minnesota, and then through Montana to Washington, Oregon State, northern California. Tornado probability look like this: less than 2% all areas, damaging winds 5%, and large hail pretty much 5%. Alright, let's take a look at day number 3, which is your Tuesday outlook. General thunderstorm from Savannah, Georgia to Miami, Florida, back to New Orleans, across Brownsville, Texas, El Paso, Texas, Spokane, Washington to Marquette, Michigan, Duluth, also toward Redding, California, and Medford, Oregon. Just general thunderstorm, but would not be surprised they could add a marginal risk to anywhere in the general thunderstorm area there. Alright, now here's a look at the tropics over the next 2 to 3 weeks. This is valid September the 10th through 2025 through September 16th, 2025. You can see we have a 20% chance of development over toward the Cabo Verde Island to the central tropical Atlantic. Then again over here around the Bahamas, east of the Bahamas as well, through the portion of the north portion of the Caribbean, and also into much of the Gulf. So you can see that. Then we have a 40 and 20% chance of development off the Mexican coast, heading out into the eastern Pacific. Drier conditions across portions of South America into the Caribbean, back towards Africa, and then we got a little pocket of slightly above normal precipitation in the western tropical Atlantic around Bermuda. Alright, let's move on to week 3. This is September 17th, 2025 through September 23rd, 2025. We have a 20% to a 40% chance from the Cabo Verde Islands to the Leeward Islands in that vicinity here. Still got another 20% chance from the Bahamas through much of the Gulf, also northern areas and northwestern areas of the Caribbean. You got some heavy precipitation there, a little bit above normal precipitation across South Florida, Central Florida, also toward the Puerto Rico area, and also toward the Dominican Republic, Cuba, Haiti area as well, and also northern Yucatan Peninsula off the Mexican coast. Got 20% chance of development there as well, and some heavy precipitation also expected. So, alright, well, here's your September 10th through 16th outlook again, and here is your September 17th through September 23rd outlook as well. So during the month of September, this is where the Climate Prediction Center may be looking at some tropical development in the Gulf, portion of the northwest Bahamas. I mean the northern and central Bahamas and the northern portion of the Caribbean, and also the central MDR region from Cabo Verde Islands to the Leeward Islands, and also same in the 10 to 16 time frame as well. Alright, well, I hope everybody enjoyed the video. Make sure you subscribe if you have not. Like these videos, share these videos. We'll catch you back in the next one. Have a wonderful Sunday evening, folks. Take care, and also enjoy the weather, because it's the only weather you got.